Well, guys, now that Ms. Marvel has officially ended, and we can see all the reviews that have officially come in on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics, it has now been confirmed by the outlet themselves. Ms. Marvel is officially the highest rated Marvel Studios anything ever, film or TV series. Most of you guys know I don't care about the Rotten Tomatoes ratings or scores or anything like that, which is why we don't give scores here. We just talk about how we feel about it and people can gauge our interest and then we'll rank things, but we never really talk about it. I think Rotten Tomatoes is generally a good outlet for everything, you know, in terms of being an aggregate that pulls in all these different reviews, all the different critics, and puts it all together and gives you one score. Now, does it officially mean that being rated at 98%, does that mean that Ms. Marvel is officially better than Daredevil or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Loki or the Avengers films or whatever? Does it mean that? No, it doesn't. Again, people get so caught up in the score that it starts to define so many things for them. Again, you have to grade it for what it is. They're never looking at anything that's new going, well, we gave the Batman an 86. That must mean that whatever is next from DC, we grade it on the same curve. That's not it. There's different reviewers. There's different people that are handling each project, different critic, right? And this is something that people need to understand. When people are reviewing, for example, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's a different person that typically reviews it than somebody that's going to review the movie side of things for a specific outlet. Like IGN, for example. I'll use them for an example because they're so all over the place with so many people. People will be quick to point out, but wait, you gave Wonder Woman 84 a whatever, but at the same time, you gave Spider-Man whatever a lesser score, and they get so upset at IGN. But it's different reviewers. Right? So that's how Rotten Tomatoes operates. Is it cool that Ms. Marvel got a 98? Yeah, that's awesome. But again, people are so upset and they're still continuing to, review bomb all of it. And I just don't get it. I really don't. Like, do I have my problems with Ms. Marvel? Oh yeah. I talked about them extensively in our audio commentaries, as did Mitch and Tristan. But what people need to understand is, as I said, it's a grading curve. And the people grading it are not necessarily the same people that are going to be reviewing, grading, and giving a score to something else. Like, you can tell that Ms. Marvel was given to people who might have the appeal of this character align more with them in terms of what they like compared to something else. And if you just go click any of the reviewers, right, and scroll down and look at some of the other things they liked, you'll find out that maybe they didn't like something that was in the MCU that you thought was great and that they were asking for something else. And suddenly you find out that Ms. Marvel was more of something that they wanted. And you'll see that everywhere. So does it really matter that it's the highest thing ever? Well, that's up to you. To me, it doesn't, because I said scores don't really matter to me. Again, my favorite comic book film of all time and my favorite MCU thing of all time are like what, in the mid 70s? So, it is what it is to me. I don't care. I think everybody should just approach it the same way. It's cool. It's a 98. But don't let it somehow let you become part of the hate mob that thinks they're telling you it's better than Endgame to you. Again, you're your own person. Come up with your own score. And if you don't like Ms. Marvel as much, great. Let others enjoy clearly what they enjoyed and give it the high scores that have made it the highest rated thing out there. Because, maybe it's for them and not for you. Just an idea.